Two On Your Side investigates Charlie Specht and Sean Mickey tell us many of the details of the incident have remained secret until now.
Hit and run PDO 456 Prospect, getting multiple calls in.
It eroded my trust, not just in, Erie County, Sheriff's Department, also in the Buffalo Police Department.
I went down the street and hit a few parked cars.
Should any of them tarnish the police department, they should be held accountable.
They will.
As chief of the Erie County Sheriff's Narcotics and Intelligence Unit, DJ Granville is front and center when police agencies announce major drug busts in Buffalo.
And I want to commend our chief of narcotics and intelligence, DJ Granville.
But Granville's actions nearly a year ago have clouded his future and that of another member of his politically connected family. They also raise fundamental questions about whether police are given special treatment when they're alleged to have broken the law. Shortly before midnight on April 11th, 2024, Granville was off duty driving his Dodge Ram pickup owned by Erie County. According to a Buffalo police report obtained by Two On Your Side, Granville was less than a mile from his west side home when he struck two vehicles on Jersey Street near the intersection of Prospect Avenue. His vehicle then turned south on Prospect, heading in the wrong direction on a one-way street. The pickup struck a third vehicle, causing that car to hit a fourth vehicle. Granville then continued a block down Prospect before his car struck two more vehicles facing northbound. He passed Hudson Street, striking a seventh vehicle before coming to a stop. Buffalo police would not provide us with the full police report for the incident, but Two On Your Side obtained it from other sources. And it shows the crash was originally classified as a hit and run.
Yeah, my car was underneath this tree.
Mary Wyant's car was parked in front of her Jersey Street apartment when Granville's pickup sideswiped it. She says it caused $7,000 worth of damage.
And in that open spot is where my neighbor's car was. Hers had substantially more damage, and so that's when it was really like, oh no, something bad has happened.
A total of 6 drivers have filed legal claims with Erie County seeking reimbursement for repairs. That's expected to cost county taxpayers nearly $60,000. Granville faced no charges related to drunk driving, and nothing indicates he was required to undergo a breathalyzer or field sobriety test. Court records obtained by Two On Your Side show Granville was instead ticketed for going the wrong way down a one-way street, later reduced to jaywalking and a $150 fine. Do you feel like this sheriff's chief is being treated differently because of who he is? Do you think the average person would be involved in a crash involving 7 vehicles and face no charges?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is one of my main concerns. It's a public safety issue. No one's above the law. If it were a normal citizen who had gone through it and caused this much damage and hit this many cars, that a different action would have been taken.
Any questions, I'd be happy to answer anyone.
Sheriff, how do you respond to these very serious allegations that have been made against your chief of narcotics, Granville?
Charlie, we're here today talking about something that's, really made an impact on Erie County. The people, you saw the search warrants, they were executed throughout Erie County. We took fentanyl, dangerous guns, and so forth. And you're talking about a car accident. I really don't have a comment on a car accident.
What would you say to people that look at this drug bust and say, this is great, you're taking drugs off of the street, you're holding people accountable, but when one of your own chiefs allegedly drives drunk, smashes 7 cars, costs taxpayers $60,000 in damages, that person is not being held accountable?
Well, I think you answered the question. It's allegedly, until I hear otherwise, which I haven't. It's a car accident, and I don't have a comment on that. Yes.
Can we ask the chief if he was driving drunk that night?
No, you may not.
Granville, who made $214,000 last year, comes from a politically connected family, and he has donated thousands to local political campaigns. Granville's wife, Maria Esquilin Granville, is a member of the Erie County Democratic Committee and has hosted political fundraisers for Democratic Chairman Jeremy Zellner, former Mayor Brown, and acting Mayor Scanlon. His wife's sister is Lucia Esquilin, seen here in 2023 when she became a Buffalo Police lieutenant. Esquilin responded to Granville's car crash and signed off in multiple places at the bottom of the police report. A source with knowledge of the incident said internal investigators with the Buffalo Police are now probing whether Esquilin helped cover up the actions of her brother-in-law last April. Wyant, who confirmed that she was interviewed by internal investigators, says that's all she's looking for.
It's a public safety issue. I think that there needs to be more transparency, communication, honesty when it comes from the people who have sworn to protect and serve you.
Well, Charlie and Sean are here now. This is quite a case that you've managed to bring to life. But what happens now with Granville? I assume he was at the news conference. He's still on the job.
He still is very much on the job. He was at this news conference, and payroll records that we obtained indicate he took more than a month off starting the day after this incident, but he was back on the job at the news conference today. Again, he makes $214,000 per year.
And we should also know that the sheriff's office has not said what happened to that pickup truck Granville was driving. The truck is owned by county taxpayers, and we still don't know whether they had to shell out money to have that paid and repaired.
You ask a lot of interesting questions in that news conference, and I'm sure you're going to stay on it and follow up with the sheriff once he gets more insight as to what happened in that incident.
Of course.
Thank you. Great reporting, Charlie and Sean.